Today, we're taking you inside one of the most secretive and powerful stories on Earth, the quiet rise of Singapore's trillionaire elite. This isn't about flashy tech founders or crypto kings. This is about families and financial dynasties who have transformed one of the smallest countries in the world into a fortress of global wealth, where a few names control everything from real estate to banking to government policy. They don't flaunt their riches. They don't seek fame. But their money and power shapes the skyline, dictates the economy, and influences decisions that ripple across Asia. This is the hidden story of the trillionaires of Singapore, where secrecy, discipline, and generational planning have created fortunes that could rival small nations. Let's dive in. 1. The foundation of a financial fortress. Singapore's transformation didn't happen overnight. In the 1960s, it was a small port city struggling for survival, but through strict governance, trade, and vision, it became the world's financial crossroads. Behind this transformation, though, are a handful of families and state-linked corporations that amassed control over the country's most valuable resource, land. Every square meter of Singapore is gold. Land scarcity means whoever owns property here owns the future. Among those names, Ng Teng Fong, founder of Far East Organization, Robert Ng and Philip Ng, his heirs who expanded into Hong Kong, Wee Cho Yaw, the banking titan behind UOB, Peter Lim, the investor once called the Singaporean Warren Buffett, and the Temasek and GIC executives who manage more than $1 trillion of national wealth. Together, these players form the financial backbone of Singapore's economic miracle, and they operate more like a silent royal court than business competitors. 2. The real estate kingdom. From soy sauce to skyscrapers, Ng Teng Fong's story is the quintessential Singaporean legend. Born poor in China, he moved to Singapore and began building small houses before striking gold in commercial property. His company, Far East Organization, changed the city forever, creating entire districts and redefining urban luxury. Today, his sons oversee hundreds of developments, shopping malls, hotels, condos, and office towers, worth tens of billions. If you've ever walked through Orchard Road, Marina Bay, or Novena, you've stepped on Ng family territory. But their empire stretches far beyond the island. Through Sino Group in Hong Kong and joint ventures in Australia and London, the Ng family's influence covers continents. Quietly, without fanfare, they have become Asia's landlords, their wealth approaching $1 trillion levels when accounting for land, equity, and global assets. 3. The banking dynasty, UOB and the Wee family. Then there's Wee Cho Yaw, the man who built United Overseas Bank into a financial empire. He started small, helping local traders finance shipments and commodities, but through shrewd acquisitions and relentless discipline, UOB grew into one of Southeast Asia's most stable and profitable banks. The Wee family's fortune doesn't just lie in banking profits. They own vast property holdings, investment firms, and a private trust network said to be worth hundreds of billions. Their control of financial pipelines means that even when others lose money, they earn interest. Wee Cho Yaw's successors now sit on corporate boards, steering everything from digital banking to wealth management for the ultra-rich. Their fingerprints are on every major transaction in Singapore, quiet, calculated, and permanent. 4. The investment titans, Temasek, GIC, and the state capital model. Unlike the flashy hedge funds of New York or London, Singapore's sovereign funds operate with near monarchical secrecy. Temasek Holdings and the Government of Singapore Investment Corporation, GIC, control more than $1.20 trillion in assets, spread across tech, healthcare, real estate, energy, and green innovation. These funds are technically public, but their governance and profit structure blur the line between government and dynasty. Temasek's investments in companies like DBS, Singtel, and Singapore Airlines have created corporate ecosystems that feed into one another. GIC, meanwhile, owns prime real estate in London, New York, Tokyo, and Paris. Together, they've made Singapore not just rich, but untouchable. When global markets fall, these funds buy. When industries collapse, they rebuild them. They are the unseen trillionaire hands behind stability. 5. The lifestyle of the silent billionaires. Unlike their Western counterparts, Singapore's ultra-rich avoid publicity. You won't find them flaunting Lamborghinis or filming yacht tours for Instagram. Their luxury is quieter. Private jets with no tail numbers, art collections worth hundreds of millions, and estates that double as diplomatic meeting grounds. The NGs host dinners in glass towers overlooking Marina Bay, attended by princes, CEOs, and foreign dignitaries. The Wees vacation on private islands near the Maldives, accessible only through personal aircraft. And through discreet societies, philanthropy foundations, and elite schools, their children are trained from birth to inherit not just money, but control. Power, in Singapore, is generational. These families understand that true wealth is not what you spend, it's what you own quietly and protect forever. 6. The hidden network. When business meets politics in Singapore, politics and business walk hand in hand. Many corporate leaders serve as advisors to ministries or are connected to state-linked companies. This fusion has created a system where influence doesn't need to lobby, it already sits at the table. Through advisory boards, think tanks, and strategic donations, Singapore's trillionaire class helps shape policy direction, from housing laws to environmental standards. Their reach extends into education, healthcare, and even cultural projects. The result? A nation where economic success and political harmony appear seamless, but beneath that harmony lies a network of billion-dollar dependencies carefully managed by a few elite families. 7. The next generation of trillionaires. The heirs of Singapore's dynasties are not idle playboys. They're Harvard-educated CEOs, Oxford-trained investors, and digital entrepreneurs in their own right. Philippines' children are expanding into sustainable development. The Wee heirs are modernizing digital banking platforms. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the secret world of Singapore's trillionaires, don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.